But let's think about it for Deshaun, man. Let's look at some of the best landing spots for him. So let me see who's the favorite. So the favorite is Houston. Actually, him staying at Houston at plus 100. But I'm gonna go down my list of teams that I think are best for Deshaun Watson. Number one, you got the Miami Dolphins. They're plus 500 to get him. They were 10-6 last year. They were one game away from the playoffs. Obviously, Tua did not look great. They weren't impressed with him. Players had issues with Tua. We saw that we had Ryan Fitzpatrick come in a couple of games to close it out for Tua because Tua was struggling. If you insert Deshaun Watson into that team, I think you have a division, a team ready to challenge for that division in your first year. I mean, like a 12-4, 13-3 type team. So Miami, that's my number one team. Number two team is the 49ers. They're plus 1,400 to get him. But if you look at Kyle Shanahan and what happens to quarterbacks when they play with Kyle Shanahan, they get better. And his last two quarterbacks made it to the Super Bowl. Matt Ryan with the Falcons when he was the offensive coordinator who won an MVP. And then also Jimmy Garoppolo, who can't seem to stay on the field. But him and that offense, those weapons around him, that running game, Debo Samuel, George Kittle, man, you got something nasty that will be brewing. And that defense. Oh yeah, don't forget about that defense. The only drawback is they're in one of the toughest divisions in the league. Third, I'm gonna put Chicago. They're plus 900 to get him. They were a playoff team this past year with Money Mitch and Nick Foles. Chicago could have drafted Deshaun Watson, but instead they moved up to the number 2 slot to draft Mitchell Trubisky. Huge mistake, but they can right that wrong now. This could be Ryan Pace and dang, I can't think of their coach's name off the top of my head. This could be Ryan Pace's move to let people know that hey, we're back, man. We're back, and we're actually trying to win. So I think that this would be great for that team. And like I said, they're a playoff team. They have a couple of weapons, and Deshaun Watson will really sure it up. Yep, and get him in Matt Nagy's offense, a descendant of Andy Reid's coaching tree. I think we can see what Matt Nagy truly is as a coach because I do believe he's been hamstrung by the poor quarterbacks that they have in that room. Fourth is New England. They're plus 900. I know New England doesn't have the weapons around him, but I trust their infrastructure in that franchise. They have just been, excuse me, such a great franchise for so long. How can you not expect Deshaun Watson to go there and be successful? I believe in the New England system. Even though I say the Patriot way is dead, it may be revived with Deshaun Watson. Washington football team, they're plus 1,000. They won the NFC least this past year. Granted, that division is awful, absolutely awful. They got some issues up top there, but Ron Rivera has been a calming factor there. It looks like they're building a really good culture there, despite the issues with their team name and their ownership. But I think that you team him there with McLaurin and McKissick, and I think you have a winner there. And he's in a weak division, and it would really set them above because now they go from having no real quarterback. I mean, look at the people who play quarterback for them: Heineke, Alex Smith, and Dwayne Haskins. You get Deshaun Watson in there, one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and now you got a 10-6, 11-5 team actually taking over the NFC East division like you once did. Number 6 is the Jets, man. They're plus 400. I think they're going to be one of the more likely destinations for Deshaun. But my issue with the Jets is it's the Jets. I just don't trust. I don't trust the Jets. And Joe Douglas drafted well last year. It appears that he's adding competence to that franchise, but you still have, a questionable owner. And it's the Jets. It's the Jets, man. And I don't know. But maybe Deshaun can be that culture changer that they need. And then finally, Houston. Get him out of here. Get him out.